Good morning, church family, and welcome to the dog days of summer. The temperatures are certainly rising, but it is still a glorious time to be out in God's creation, to be breathing the fresh air, and to just celebrate God's gifts in our lives. And we plan on doing that as Erie Evangelical Free Church by gathering together for worship this Sunday, July 5th at 10 a.m. So today what I want to do is just take a moment and give you a little more information about this weekend's service. First off, as we have said, we will be holding this service in the backyard of the church. Our stage will be set up on the patio just outside the Awana room door, and we'll have the whole grassy area open for seating. For anyone who's concerned about walking down the hill from the parking lot to the backyard, we're going to take care of you with a golf cart valet service. So we're going to help you get down the hill and back up if you need to. You'll also be able to enter the front door and use the stairs or the elevator if you need to. And while we will be set up outside, for anyone who may not be able to be out in the heat, or maybe just shouldn't be out in the heat but would still like to join us, we're going to take care of you as well. We're going to keep our Awana room open as a cooling station of sorts. So if you are someone, maybe you've recently had a surgery, you're elderly, you have an infant, this is a place you can come to get out of the heat. Due to social distancing issues and spatial distancing, we do ask that those of you who don't need to be in there would avoid going in if at all possible. We've set this up not just for people who don't want to be a little warm, but for people who need to be out of the heat and out of the sun. So if you can avoid coming inside, please do. We do understand that you can't plan for everything on a Sunday morning, and there may be something you need to come inside to use the restroom or something. You will be able to do that, and you're welcome to do so. But we ask that if at all possible, you avoid that. Which brings us to another point. Please be prepared for the weather this Sunday. It will be warm on Sunday morning. There's no way around it. It's July in Illinois. It's going to be warm. So you may want to bring some water. You may want to bring a fan or something for yourself. Also, we tend to be a church that is more casual in attire, and this may be a time for even more so of that. You're actually probably going to see me preaching in shorts, which I don't think I've ever done. So I'm looking forward to preaching in shorts this Sunday. But due to the weather, we're going to keep our format pretty short. We're going to follow a similar format to what we've done in our online services, with a couple of songs and praising and worshiping together, and then spending some time in the Word. We're looking at probably 45 minutes, maybe 50 at the most. This will include, at least for this first week, a time of communion. But we've also taken some steps there by purchasing the self-contained communion elements. So it has a little wafer on the top, and then you peel back a second layer and you have the juice. So we won't have people handling the actual communion elements, just to create an extra barrier for germs and things like that. So you will also need, in addition to dressing for the weather, you'll need to bring your own chair or a blanket to sit on. We'll have some of our folding chairs out there to use if you need, but you may find it helpful to bring your own. You could even bring some games. If you have kids, bring some games for them to play, some things for them to do, or just let them run around. That was perfectly fine. We don't mind a few distractions of kids running and playing and having fun. But again, parents and grandparents, guardians, we just ask that you instruct your kids not to come into the building, if at all possible. We just want to keep people out of the building if we can. That way the people who need to be in there are safe and are protected. If you are more comfortable for this service wearing a mask of some kind, please feel free to do so. They are not required for this, since we are going to be outside, but we respect the wishes of those who are still a little more comfortable keeping masks on during service. And that really brings us to our final point. Please be sensitive to the fact that there are people who think differently than you do when it comes to things like physical touches, like shaking hands or giving hugs. I know some of us just want to run and give everybody a big hug, and some of us are wanting to keep a little bit of distance right now. Let's just be gracious toward those whose perspectives are a little different than ours, and let's respect their opinions and and what they would like to have done. All of this to say, church, we are so excited to be back together and so excited to see so many of you this Sunday at 10 a.m. We look forward to being with you. And for those of you who are still not ready to be with us, we hope we will see you very soon. In the meantime, have a blessed day and a wonderful weekend. We are so excited to see you soon. Have a great day.